Welcome to Mindfulness for the Soul, your daily dose of mental health insights, with your host, John Silimparis.
In light of the tragic death of Kobe Bryant, the question of why we grieve so deeply when a celebrity dies is always intriguing. We hear about deaths almost every day from all over the world, straight from our smartphones, our iPads, or from TV and radio news. But when a well-known figure passes away, especially so unexpectedly, people are personally affected. Why is that? Are we a culture obsessed with death as America has been labeled in the past? Especially celebrity death? If so, are we fascinated with death for sensationalistic reasons at the expense of others? Or is death simply an acutely fascinating, albeit terrifying aspect of life that captivates us for deeper and more philosophical reasons? Well, for whatever reason, this is what we do know. History shows that we are all capable of forming significant psychological attachments to celebrities like rock stars, actors, athletes, and other types of public figures, even if we've never met them. It's as if they become a part of our lives. In a way, famous people can be considered intimate extensions of our friends and family. And because of social media, print media, and television, we know where they shop, where they dine, where they take vacations. We even know where they live. These media outlets give us so much contact with celebrities that we feel as if we know them personally. So, when a celebrity dies, it's like losing a family member or a dear friend. Now, the loss is also personal because the celebrity was part of our past. The memories are so entwined with our own developmental and cultural history that when the celebrity dies, a little part of us dies with them. But here's the most interesting part. In so many other ways, celebrities are symbols of success and invincibility. They are icons of talent and brilliance. They are role models for our youths and typically represent standards for hard work and integrity. They embody all the things we relate to and aspire to. Hence, by association, we feel that same collective uniqueness. By association, these luminaries make us feel important and worthy of that same kind of greatness. But when they pass away, that uniqueness, that greatness, disappears. For example, Kobe Bryant's incredible skill, passion, and confidence on the court inspired all his fans to assume a take the bull by the horns attitude and always be tenacious and determined. Kobe had such a competitive fire in him to succeed that to his fans, it was contagious. Anybody who rooted for him felt it. Anybody who rooted against him feared it. And that's no joke. Kobe was that great. He was a great player, a great motivator, and a great leader. Period. Another thing that happens when a celebrity dies is we become more aware of our own mortality, our brief, fleeting existence. We start to ask ourselves questions. Are we next? Are we prepared to leave this earth so soon? We also think about our own loved ones too. We begin to project what it would be like to lose them. How would we handle it? How would we go on living? The bottom line is the passing of a great celebrity like Kobe Bryant reminds us that death must come to all of us, no matter how talented and famous we may be. This is because celebrities become permanent fixtures of our conscious reality. They represent that invincibility we all wish we possessed. We see them as godlike figures that will never die. They will live forever. What's also intriguing is that celebrity deaths bring out a great sense of social solidarity among us. Their deaths cut across all walks of life, all socioeconomic levels, all races, etc. They give societies a rare opportunity to express unanimity and empathy on a community level. These days, of course, it's online via social media. It helps people connect and be part of something. It also assists in the healing process, which is what memorials and funerals are all about, giving survivors of the recently departed an opportunity to process death and grieve in a healthy manner, instead of isolating from social interaction and preventing the human heart from naturally feeling the pain of loss. When someone dies, the process of grieving is as organic and necessary as it is to love and to be loved. In the old days, when someone died, funeral processions marched through villages and cities, inspiring entire communities to pause and show respect. Mourners would congregate in town squares and places of worship to discuss the deaths of neighbors and friends. They gathered to share their grief because they felt their pain needed to be witnessed. They gathered because they wanted to remember that the departed person's life really mattered, that it really meant something to them. It helped survivors heal by comforting each other. I believe that after Kobe Bryant's death and the other 8 people who lost their lives on that fateful day, including his 13-year-old daughter, the city of Los Angeles and perhaps the entire world could use some comforting. Perhaps we are not a culture obsessed with death. Perhaps we are a sensitive and compassionate culture that feels deeply when someone that is important to us dies. Even if we don't know them personally, it doesn't matter. We are also a culture that idolizes greatness, achievement, and excellence. And we especially admire those great people that brought joy to our sometimes dull and ordinary lives. Thank you, Kobe. We are forever in your debt. My name is John Silimparis, and this is Mindfulness for the Soul. Thanks for your time.